Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. I've been thinking about posting some serious videos on my YouTube channel for a while. It so happens that the first one, which is this one, could also be the last one. And the reason for that is, you guys have heard of how China has been tightening its policies on religious freedom and freedom of speech in the recent years. So you can easily get into trouble these days if you're perceived to be active in terms of your religiosity or your expressions regarding your political views or any other matter. So I think I'm perceived to be relatively active as a Muslim. I have a WeChat official account, and WeChat is the most commonly used Chinese social media platform. I have an official account that has currently more than 9,000 followers. The purpose of this account is to transmit Islamic knowledge and also to represent the voice of Chinese Muslims. So earlier this year in April, there was one incident. I tried to organize a small gathering of Muslim students, university students in my city, my hometown, Lanzhou, and what's funny was that the police officers were there before we arrived. They got to know the event on the internet, and about 10 police officers or even more were there. Some of them were armed. At first they were very intimidating, but somehow I wasn't too scared. At least I didn't appear to be, so I conversed with them peacefully, and I told them that we meant nothing disturbing. We just wanted to chit chat, we just wanted to get together and get to know each other because we share the same faith. And eventually nothing serious happened. They did take me to the police station for inquiry. So they asked me a lot about my studies and my life in Hong Kong. What do I do? What kind of people do I interact with on a daily basis, etc. They asked me a lot of questions. The conversation lasted for about 2 hours, but it was mostly peaceful. And then I actually had to sign on a document which recorded everything I said, and then I had to put my fingerprint on it as well. It was was serious. And then after that, nothing major really happened, and I continued posting things on my WeChat official account. And this year is the 70th anniversary of PRC, so it's been founded for 70 years, and this year a lot of effort has been put into preparing for the celebration of that anniversary. So I guess that's why the security personnel really didn't put much effort into investigating people like me. But then right after the National Day, which is 1st of October, right after that, my mother received a call from the police station that took me for the inquiry. They asked her when I'm going to go back to my hometown, and my mom said she wasn't sure, so they asked her to go to the police station. And she is currently out of town traveling because it's a holiday. She's traveling with my grandparents, but they asked her to go to the police station immediately after she returns to the city. And she did ask, what's the purpose of this meeting? Why do they want me to go back? And they simply said, you will know when we meet. So my mother was quite threatened. My mom was quite scared of what might happen. And it's not only because of my Muslim identity, it's also because I posted certain things on social media regarding the recent social events in Hong Kong. And I think what I posted were very moderate comments. I just wanted people to be more critically thinking and to be more well informed. I just basically transmitted some information to the mainland Chinese people, especially those information that they have no access to. So I guess that's also problematic to the Chinese security personnel. So right now, my mom actually said something very scary. My mom told me that if you lose contact with us after we go back, meaning after we meet the police officer, if you lose contact with us, my mom said never come back, never try to contact us ever again. And that's scary. But of course, if I, God forbid, if I do lose contact with her, of course I will have to go back to find out what happened. That's why I say this could be the last video. We have heard of cases where people go back to their hometown for investigations on them, and then they just disappear. They never show up again. Or some of them have been put into the so-called re-education camps, but that's only in one particular region in China. It's spreading, though. There are tendencies for it spreading. But anyway, that's one of the possibilities, maybe one of the worst case possibilities, but it could happen. And if, after I return to China and I never appear again, at least this video will tell you what happened. Yeah, so although I'm trying to appear cheerful, I do have concerns, and I do think a lot recently, but I'm not afraid, also because I have done nothing wrong. But sometimes it's not about whether you've done anything wrong or not, it's about what the authority deems appropriate or not. Anyway, that's the purpose of this video, and hopefully I'll have opportunity to post more videos, but if not, thank you for watching and farewell.